A federal judge dismissed the Trump administration's legal challenge to New York's courthouse immigration policies. The case questioned state protections preventing federal immigration arrests at courthouses. Judge May D'Agostino granted New York's motion to dismiss the lawsuit. The ruling reinforced state authority over cooperation with federal enforcement. This lawsuit was one of several legal efforts by the Republican administration targeting state immigration policies. The state law in question was passed in 2020. It is known as the Protect Our Courts Act. The law prohibits federal immigration officials from making arrests at state courthouses without a judicial warrant. It was designed in response to enforcement actions during Trump's first term. The law does not apply to federal immigration courts. The Department of Justice argued that the law was unconstitutional. They claimed it obstructed federal immigration enforcement. Two related state executive orders were also challenged. The DOJ sought to compel state and local cooperation in immigration arrests. Judge D'Agostino found the state's refusal protected under the 10th Amendment. The amendment limits federal authority over state officials. She emphasized that no federal law mandates state enforcement of immigration regulations. Congress cannot compel states to assist in federal regulatory schemes. The ruling clarified the boundaries between federal and state authority. States retain discretion over participation in civil immigration enforcement. The Protect Our Courts Act reflects New York's policy priorities. It ensures access to state courthouses without fear of federal arrest. Judicial warrants are required for federal immigration actions under this law. The ruling highlighted constitutional protections for state sovereignty. Federal immigration enforcement cannot override state discretion in this context. This decision may influence similar challenges in other states. The DOJ remains committed to defending Trump-era immigration enforcement policies. A spokesperson affirmed the administration's focus on national security and public safety. New York officials celebrated the decision as a victory for state authority. Courts play a critical role in resolving federal-state conflicts. The decision underscores the balance of power established in the Constitution. State-level immigration protections continue to operate under this framework. The Protect Our Courts Act serves as a model for other jurisdictions considering similar measures. The ruling clarifies that federal law cannot compel state officials to act. It demonstrates the limits of federal reach into state and local operations. New York's policy aims to protect residents attending court proceedings. The case highlights ongoing tensions between state policies and federal priorities. Legal experts view the ruling as an important precedent for 10th Amendment cases. It reinforces the principle that states cannot be forced to implement federal regulatory schemes. The decision has implications for civil immigration enforcement nationwide. State independence remains a cornerstone of the U.S. constitutional system. The Protect Our Courts Act reflects New York's commitment to accessible justice. Federal authorities must obtain judicial approval for actions in state courthouses. This ruling may influence future litigation concerning federal-state cooperation. The balance of power between state and federal governments continues to evolve. New York's decision sets a standard for protecting courthouse safety and privacy. The 10th Amendment remains a crucial defense against federal overreach. This legal outcome underscores the judiciary's role in maintaining constitutional boundaries. State-level policies may continue to shape how federal enforcement operates locally. The decision may prompt other states to evaluate their own cooperation policies. Trump-era enforcement strategies face ongoing legal scrutiny. The ruling is a reminder of the limits on federal authority under the Constitution. New York's policies aim to safeguard the civil liberties of those using state courts.